Well, with Michael Gates, we're on the forecourt of Cuff Millers with this splendid collection of cars, both old and new. But this one really caught my eye. This is really something a little bit unusual. I know it's not your car, Michael, and we'll be talking to you about yours later, but this is one of your customers' cars, yeah?
That's right, exactly right.
And it is a little bit special. Just reading the name Cosworth, albeit upside down, on the engine. These didn't come with a Cosworth engine.
No, they certainly didn't, and this car's had a lot of extensive work done to it. The Cosworth engine was originally a turbocharged engine. This has been converted, so it's now running high compression. It runs a pair of twin carburetors.
So this is a 1950s Anglia. It's a family car, but it's no longer a family car. It's a drag racer now, and it's an out-and-out strip car.
It is indeed. I mean, as you'll probably see inside, it's got some very thin, kirky seats, no padding at all. There's no comforts in there, and it's very loud when you're driving. But as a result, the car only weighs about 600 kilos, so it's incredibly quick. And when you consider its power-to-weight ratio compared to a lot of the modern stuff, it really flies.
And it's running in comp altered in drag racing terms. It's one of the classes for heavily modified cars like this.
Yes, indeed. I mean, you can see from the bulkhead on the vehicle and the pedal box and engine setup here that it's had a lot of work done to it, but it's been done very, very well indeed. It's a real credit to its owner.
Great car. Really delighted to see it here. Running on carburation, running on two big Weber carbs. That must take some setting up.
Oh yes, it's an absolute mission to balance them and to get it to idle and run right.
This is something your workshops are now doing, though, isn't it? You're now Mountune approved Ford Performance Parts as well.
Yes, exactly that. So we have a number of options available now for the current range and some of the certain very recent range that's all approved, warranty approved by Ford and produced by Mountune, who are obviously well known and respected in the tuning game. We have a Fiesta ST Mountune behind me, just over there in the white, and also a Focus RS, which is just about to receive the Mountune treatment. That brings it up to around about 375 brake horsepower for the Focus and about 215 brake for the Fiesta. So again, a lot of power for a family car. This represents the very latest really from Ford, and it's the latest in the RS mark. It's unique, again, it's a Focus, that gives all the practicality you get from a Focus. This has four-wheel drive, launch control, a drift mode. It'll hit 60 in about 4.5 seconds. So it's a bit of a beast really.
This really is a family car taken to extremes, isn't it? But then with Ford's rallying heritage with these and cars of this sort of generation, all of that technology that they're developing is going into the road cars.
Yes, exactly right. And this car, the Focus, nothing here is just for form. It's for function as well. So the big grills at the front, they're there to duct air into the brakes. The spoiler on the back, although it's a big old wing, is there because it gives zero lift in conjunction with the front splitter. So it's designed to remain level when you're pushing on.
Well, all right, pushing on. What are we pushing on to? What is the potential big numbers?
Yeah, so she's running 345 brake horsepower at the moment. It's going to go into our workshops next week for an upgrade to 375 brake horsepower, but certainly you could push it beyond 400. Mountune have just released their 400 kit, so that is a possibility for later down the line.
And that's going to represent a sub 4 second hot hatch?
I should think low fours. I mean, it's the kind of power that you'd normally bother supercars with.